Hey yo people, and welcome back to another video. Finally, it's been a few days since I've recorded anything because I was fucking tired after all that editing for that one video, dude. But we're back because finally, after, as you see up here, 136 attempts at Trial of One in Deepwoken, I have beaten it. So I'm gonna go through kind of showing how I beat it and trying to give some. Just me showing how I beat Trial of One. It's not a very interesting video. I'm also going to go ahead and explain to you kind of some tips and advice I would do to give you an idea of how to beat Trial of One. Did this with dual guns, which is, if you ask a lot of people, probably the hardest way to do this. So I think I'm pretty cracked for doing this, but obviously it's what a lot of people can do in this game, but it's pretty cool. So I'm going to go through and show that. This video is probably not going to be as good as some of my other videos. Probably on the level of like my stream highlights, just because it's not edited. It's not, I guess I should say it's not scripted. Fucking dumbass, but alright, let's get into it. So we're going to move through the first trial here. Normal Trial of One. Actually, I should talk about my investment points, since I'm doing this with no mantras because I'm a Silent Heart build. Also, I'm doing this with echo modifiers on. So not all the ones, any that impact actual PV are not on, but anything that doesn't is on because I don't actually care about this build. I'm just using it to try to beat Trial of One, to learn it and all that shit. So just to let you know. But yeah, because I go Silent Heart and I don't want to rely on mantras, I went no mantra here. I started out with 8 strength, 5 fortitude, just because those I think are the two stat points that you need the most. Why I went more strength over fortitude, I honestly don't know. I think I should have gone more fortitude, but yeah. And then I just went Maverick and Autodidact. Maverick, obviously, because more EXP. Autodidact, just because I go Autodidact on all of my builds, so might as well have it here. I'm doing it on a Dret just because that's the one I was doing it on. I guess it's kinda sucky because I'm obviously not always going to do this on a Dret, so I'm not getting as much, but nah, fuck it. This was mostly for the experience of gaining it, but hey, if you want to do this as easy as possible, just follow what I did there. Alright, first off, if you're going no mantra here, a fire is going to pop down to let you put in your 10 free investment points. If you did go a mantra, you're not going to get these free 10 investment points. I'm going to put all of these into light weapon. Some people would disagree with me on this. Some people would just be like, just put it in your stats so you can get talents faster. I feel like I always get like all of my talents. So I put some of my points into light weapon. I stop once I start getting light weapon talents. So I may be behind by like 5 levels, but like I'm gonna get most of the talents anyway. I think it's fine to put light weapon or your weapon points up to help you get through trial easier. But if you don't want to, don't do it. It's all up to you. But we're going to stop once we get to 49 weapon, which I'll explain later. As you can see, you don't need to do this here, but for some reason, I just found this first trial is honestly very easy. Just when I first did this trial, I just moved back to the back of the room, because why not? I've just always been doing that. You don't have to, but all you're going to do is these orbs over here from all around you are going to shoot. Once you see them pretty close to you, you're going to press F. And then you're just gonna you only need to press F once per wave. So as you'll see, they'll start shooting. Once the Voice of Solitude finishes talking. Gonna shoot, all you need to do is press F once per wave before they hit you. And as you see, it's gonna slowly get faster and faster. Once it's to the really fast point, you can try to keep doing it once per wave, or you can just press and spam F. You're probably going to get hit a few times at the end, but as long as you didn't mess up in the beginning, you're good to go. This first part of the trial is very easy. I think like most Deepwoken starter players can finish this, dude. I think you can just open up Deepwoken and you're good to go to finish this one. Once this ends, you're going to get a fire again. Once again, you're not going to level up here, even if no matter what, you're not going to get a power up here. I believe you only get these 5 points. Next up, you're going to want to go to around front of the thing here, that way you can react to these attacks as a Sharko spawns. Now I'm going to pause here so I can explain the attack patterns and my recommendations for dealing with Sharko. with Sharko, also I should probably point out beforehand, you'll notice I did not use my book or anything. You don't have to. It doesn't really affect anything because you only have a certain amount of EXP. I honestly haven't tested if you get more while using books and stuff or just points, but I'd recommend just using points. It just makes it easy and more convenient to follow because you might start getting you've learned what you can from training. You should put this into practice, which is just annoying to deal with. Alright though, but with Sharko, as you can see, the Sharko's going for a swipe here. Whenever Sharkos have a few attacks. This attack is one you do not have to worry about. Sharkos can either go for a one swipe, a swipe into another swipe, a swipe into a kick by itself, a scream, or a coral attack. This attack here, the swipe, all you gotta do is parry, and as you see, we can see it's going for a second attack here, but you actually don't have to worry about the second attack, because what you do is with this parry, all you're gonna do is hold down F so that you go into a blocking state, and as you can see, you're not gonna break posture from that. So as long as you're good enough to parry the next attack, you're never gonna break posture. So this attack, these swipes, you don't have to worry about. If you miss some of these swipes, it's fine, but some of the other attacks is where it's going to get difficult. And I should also explain, with dual guns, I try to always go for 2 hits between attack patterns. You can go for 3 hits with light, as far as I know. I've tested a few times, but I feel like 2 is just comfortable. Can go for 3. Medium, I think, can also go for 2. Heavy, you're kind of risking it with 2 depending on your heavy weapon. You might be able to get 2, it might be safer to go for 1. Especially with the later mobs. With the later mobs, I'd maybe recommend only going 1. But alright, as you can see there, let me try to back this up a bit if I can. So as you see, I hit the firm 2. Also, the Sharko is always going to be walking back and forth. All you got to do is try to track it. It's annoying, but shouldn't be too bad. So while you're fighting Sharko, always try to be watching this leg here. The arm attacks, you should be able to just out of peripheral vision be able to parry those. They ain't too bad. It's gonna take some practice. I mean, this took me 136 tries to get done, even with a lot of hours in this game. It's gonna take some practice to get used to it if you aren't already used to Sharkos. But you don't have to worry about these swipes, but as you see there, he did a swipe into a kick. When you see that red animation, or you see the Sharko raising his leg, all you do is roll. You can either normal roll or roll cancel. Roll cancel will obviously make it so you're attacking faster, so try to roll cancel if you can. To roll cancel, all you do is Q and then click. Then once again, back to attacking. And once again, from there, it's pretty much the same story. You're just going to keep doing the same thing you were doing before. I'll wait to see if he goes for a different attack pattern. If he doesn't, I'll just explain to the end. But yeah, as you see here, I'm just mostly worrying about those kicks. My eyes are right on this leg here to see when he goes for that kick. Because as you see, the claws attacks don't do much damage. That kick, however, will launch you and do a lot of damage. Sharkos, if you don't know their attack patterns, can be annoying because you are low power at this point. So that kick, if it hits you, is gonna hurt, and you don't have much survivability right now. And just like that, Sharko's done, so I'm just going to explain what can sometimes happen. If you do get hit with a kick, try to make your way towards him, but you might want to wait first, because in my experience, Sharkos will a lot of time kick you and then do their coral attack. Their coral attack is when they'll lean down. All you got to do is press parry, and you're good to go, and just press that parry once it's coming at you. You can risk it going into block. I'm pretty sure all you have to do is press it once, but I might be wrong. Honestly, I go off muscle memory for that attack just because I've been playing this game for so long. But just like that, Sharko's done. Make sure you pick up your drops. You don't really need to, but might as well. Then here, you should get a free level up no matter what. And then because I am Maverick and Autodidact, I am going to get a few more points, but you'll see here, when it comes to the stat points, I would always recommend going for HP. HP is very huge in terms of stuff. makes it so you survive more, which means you're going to be able to learn the mob's attack patterns a lot easier. You get more experience with them. So here, you see here, I'll pick health pack. Now, if you were if you did want to use mantras, you can also go for ether kit. I'm just building this purely so that I can try to beat Trial of One. Traits, I think you should always go Vitality. Proficiency doesn't do much for you in the lower levels, and the other two, it's like you can just pick those up later for your builds if you want to. If you're going any Vitality for your build, go Vitality first. It's going to make your trial run just easier because you get, I believe, 10 HP from each Vitality pick, which is large in these trial runs. So I'm going to pump all of them into light weapon again. I'll tell you when I stop with light weapon. But here, we're into Golem next. Golem, I should actually be in front of him. For a general rule of thumb with these trial mobs, you should always try to be in front of them because their attacks are a little bit easier to read there. But Golem is very, very easy, except for one part. Golem, all you have to do is fucking roll every attack. Literally every attack can be rolled. Some people will tell you to parry this, parry that. There's no point. The easiest way to do golems is just rolling everything. So you swipe down, roll, I get 2 attacks in. So this is the very scary part, laser. I have no tips for you on laser. Literally, this thing is what ruined me probably the first like 20 to 30 runs. All you need to do is just try this over and over until you get the timing down. That is my only recommendation for you. But I guess I do have that one tip. Running around and jumping can sometimes get you some cheeses, and then you just try to roll when you think it's about to come out. But yeah, the easiest way is just running and jumping and trying to cheese it out that way. Sometimes it'll go under you and shoot somewhere else and you'll be chilling. But when that laser hits, man, it does a lot. But then, once again, you see he goes for that swipe, I just roll. Whenever you see this thing moving, you're going to roll. And now it's going to go into the swinging phase. With dual guns, all I do is I just run away. I think it's silly with this ranged attack to sit here and just parry this thing and risking you looking like a fool. So with dual guns, all you're going to... But yeah, if you wanted to, you could sit there and try to parry everything. You just need to be very good at parry timings on this. But you can just sit there, parry, and try to get some attacks in. But as you'll see, I'm going to just try to run away and try to get some crits in while I wait for it to stop swinging. Obviously, I'm not very good with these fucking shots for some reason. But yeah, as you see it dodge there, it likes to go for these fucking hand swings a lot. All you do can just run away, try to shoot him if you're using dual guns. If you're using another weapon, you can try to parry if you want, or just sit and wait until he stops rolling. It's just a lot easier to do it that way. No reason risking the damage, man. Alright, as you can see, it's just keep rolling. Okay, and then there is the scream attack. The scream attack, there is nothing you can do. There's no way I know of trying to avoid these rocks. They do some okay damage, but just act normal. You're not going to be able to like parry or roll them really, as far as I've seen. You're just going to get hit, or sometimes if you get lucky, you don't get hit at all. It's kind of random with the rocks, unfortunately. I guess if you parry and staying close, he might not do it. It might be a ranged attack thing. I haven't really tested that, but it's very rare that you'll die from that at all. They can do some damage, but as long as he doesn't keep going for it, you're good. Once again, just learning to roll at the right time there and running away. Golems take a very long time just because they have resistances, and even so, these dual guns and clubs actually do their normal damage, I believe, or at least don't have as much reduced damage as slashing type attacks do. But you can also, if you have mantras by this point, you're only power 2, so you might not at this point. I don't think you actually do, but I'm not sure. But at this power, if you do have mantras, use that as well, because I believe they don't have elemental resistances either. But yeah, once that's done, you get to put in points. Once again, I'm going to put just all of mine into light weapons for now until I get to a certain point. And once again, with power increases here, I'm just going to pick up HP stuff. But here is one of the things that I would heavily recommend for Trial of One for anyone. because it's a good card for any build and is so useful for the basic boss fight for this fucking Trial of One, which is Angels, which I will get into later, and that's Replenishing Knockout. If you see this card at any point in Trial of One before Angels, pick it. It makes it so much easier. But as you'll see here, I'm also going to burn Loot Skipper because I don't have much use for it. And then I'm just going for HP, and if I don't get HP stuff, I'm going to go for Posture here, since I don't think it really affects me much on how many I can parry or block, but I might as well grab it. And since I'm a Silent Heart enjoyer and I don't want to rely on mantras carrying me through stuff, I'm just going to roll 2 every time. And once again, always go Vitality if you need it in your build. And once again, all my points into Light Weapon. And next up, we have one of the easier ones. I still think Golem is the easiest once you learn its laser, but the next easiest one, and we actually have an enchanted one here, which is a good point to point out. Almost all, I believe, either all of them or almost all of the mobs in Trial of One have a chance to be enchanted. Most of them can have the just regular monster enchants. The Angels, on the other hand, will have what seems to be very good chance at one or both of them having a weapon enchant. So they're very RNG reliant. But here I get Ice enchant, which is nothing. But most of the enchants honestly don't do much in terms of difficulty. So it's like, it's a whatever. But alright, with Threshers here, once again I should be in front of him. But all you're going to look out here for, let's see if the Thresher attacks first. Yes, so I should have been in front there, because if I would have been in front, I would have been able to read this animation. Threshers have a few different attacks. First off, it has bites. Bites, all you're going to do, and this is going to be crazy, it's very easy to beat these things, because there's one thing you have to learn. With bites, you're going to parry the first bite, roll backwards. There is no reason to try to parry all the hits. All you're going to want to do is either parry, and if you get hit by the first one, still just roll backwards. And then, once the Thresher goes underground like this, you're going to wait until the red circle comes up, and then you're going to roll backwards. Once you do that, you're good to hit the 2 times or whatever, and then wait for your next animation. This is a bite again, so I go for the parry, roll backwards, don't get hit. Sometimes you will still get hit. That, I believe, is just lag or game malfunctioning. It's going to be annoying. You just got to get used to it. Another thing with Threshers is they like to walk forward. They are going to walk up right in your face and make it so your camera zooms in so that you can't see their animations very well. It's annoying. All you got to do is deal with it, dude. Alright, as you see here, we have a Tail Swipe. Tail Swipe, you can either parry like I do, just because I find it a little bit easier, or just roll backwards as the swipe's coming, you'll dodge all of its damage. Once again, a bite, I fuck up the bite, but as long as I roll backwards, I don't get hit by the others. Now, there's that swipe attack. As you see, all you gotta do, once again, parry the first attack, roll backwards. And that is all of the Thresher's attack. As long as you can do all that, you should be good to go. Biggest thing to notice is parry the first one, roll backwards. Sometimes you can even roll backwards without parrying the first one and you won't get hit. Rolling in this game is a lot crazier than people think. I think it's honestly more important than parrying at some points, if not most points. Yeah, from there, Threshers gets really easy, and once you beat Threshers here, you're actually going to unlock your Minute Teresa spawn, which makes running these things a lot faster. See, I don't get why I get hit here. I think it's just lag reasons, but as you saw, I rolled the red there. But once again, a little bit of failure doesn't mean you're going to fail the whole way. You can get hit a lot before you actually lose. And just like that, Threshers are down. Which means we're into the boss fight next. But this is also where I should explain. With dual guns, I stop leveling for right now at 49. Because originally I would go to 50 and stop leveling, because originally dual guns could get what's known as rapid fire, which means I could crit, and then as long as my crit hits, I could fire 4 more times. but that's not a thing anymore for dual guns. So I only leveled to 49 because at 50 you start getting the dual gun talents, which are useless because they aren't dual gun talents. They're one-handed gun talents. There are no dual gun talents. But this is not a video to hate, right, chat? I'm not angry, you're angry. And then I start putting my points into fortitude because I'm gonna get fortitude to 40. That way I can get exoskeleton, which is like a secondary armor, and it's just really good on any build. I'd recommend it on any build if you have 40 fortitude to get, dude. Once again, I'm going to go for HP here, but if I can't, I'm going and always go folds, obviously, if you don't have anything in there. That's just the classic Deepwoken advice for you. If you don't have something in your hands you don't want, just fold. You can use your burns at time or freezes if you have multiple you want to use. I use a burn there just because I'm not going to be assassinating things. Once again, I roll 2. And we're good to go. I should put these last points in. Get Ether Kit there, that's Sag. And now it's time for Angels. Now with Angels, you actually want to stand close here. I didn't learn this for the longest time, but standing close can get you some cheese hits if you time it right. I don't think I time it right here. Let's see, do I time it right? No. Alright, so Angels are spawned, and as you notice, I get really lucky here. Angels usually, either one or both of them, get a enchanted weapon. Neither of these two. If you have an enchanted weapon, just play the best you can around it. It's gonna be annoying no matter what you do. But, okay. Angels are annoying for multitudes of reasons. First off, they are very buggy AI. One of them will charge at you, one of them won't, which is normal NPC AI, right? But then sometimes both of them will come at you, or both of them will back off at the same time. I don't know why their AI is just weird like that. But all you're going to do here is do basically a normal AI spear parry check. Whenever it goes into the air there, you just press parry. I don't know if you have to press parry with every hit. I do. Just to parry them all. You don't have to worry about that hit much because it honestly doesn't do much damage. As you saw there, with dual guns, I use my critical a lot. With, I think, a lot of weapons, the critical spam can be very nice here for beating Angels. Because these things, when they hit you, do a lot of damage. But this is basically, yeah, see, I got hit with all of those and it barely did anything. But yeah, once again, this is just a parry and fucking attack until posture breaks. Same old with any other NPC, except for these things hit like a fucking truck if they do hit you. And you'll see there, see, that is one critical, dude. It's so easy to die if you fuck up. But, as you can see, this one was fighting me and then just decided to fuck off. Posture break and go for the attacks, but I'd say just try to play this as slow as you can. Keeping calm's the best thing you can do against these things. You don't want to play too fast against these things because one missed parry means you're taking a whole lot of HP, dude. Just switch back and forth between the Angels. Try to prioritize one if you think it's getting really low, but generally I think just try to hit them when you can. Dual guns is luckily very good for these things, honestly, because of the rapid. It's very hard for them to parry the crit. They'll roll it sometimes, but most of the time they just get hit by it, which is very nice. But most weapons, honestly, these humanoid NPCs don't do well with crits. Alright, here, and so once you knock one, and this is where replenishing knockout is so nice. As you see, I got a pretty good amount of HP back there, which would have been like, I think, I want to say halved if you didn't have it, but that could be completely wrong. I don't actually know the numbers. But once you knock one, make sure you're trying to stay over it and hitting it every so often so that it doesn't get up to attack you again. There could maybe be a chance where you could like cheese it and get another health pack. I think I have done that a few runs, if not this run. But yeah, generally you want to just stand over it and try to make sure it stays on the floor. If you have a Flame Mantra, Flame is really good for Trial of 1 for this one reason. If you have a Flame Mantra, you can use it over this Angel, burn it, and the other angel will disappear without it even being knocked. All you have to do is kill one of these angels. But as you see, I'm trying to stand over this angel to make sure it doesn't get up. And it should just go like normal. I should just keep hitting this, and eventually I should win. Yep, and then once I grip the other one, you'll see the other one goes away. And that is the real boss raid of Trial of 1. If you can pass this, it's very nice, because these things do, I think, the most damage of any mob in this fucking trial, to be honest. But if you're having issues with Angel, you can either keep running it back so you can practice with the other mobs as well, or you can always go to the Isle of Vigil's trainer to train against him to try to get better with this humanoid NPC kind of training. Once it comes down, once again, I'll into Fortitude for now until I hit 40, and then I believe I go back to leveling Light Weapon. Which I honestly usually wouldn't do, but since this build's only for Trial of 1, I thought, might as well. I probably pick a... Oh, I pick up ready or not there. Oh, that's because it's, yeah, first thing to hit me out of combat gets its damage shaft, which is obviously very nice. Scuba Drowner here for HP. But sometimes Warrior's Respite can be nice, not for Child 1, but just for builds in general. I'd always recommend Warrior's Respite. But I might fold here because I'm silly. Oh no, I go with the posture. I should go with the Gourmand here. I'm silly. Don't do what I do, kids. The lightweight's nice just because you get 3 agility and you're moving faster because you don't have any armor, so you're always armor broken. And once again, Vitality for traits. And now I stand here like a dumbass, probably because I was checking something. Alright, once again, all points into Fortitude until we get up to 40. But next up is good old... What is this thing called again? It's Enforcer. I was about to say Executioner. I was like, I don't think that's right. Enforcer can be very scary at first, dude. This thing, at first, can be absolutely terrifying because it also does a lot of damage, and just look at it. Once again, here, I get the 1 cheese hit on him. But once we get going... It's, once again, another humanoid kind of parry check with a little bit of variance to it. When he goes for kick here, you can either go for parry or you can go for roll, but I think it's just best to learn parries here. Now, sometimes he'll do the overhead swing like that. As you see here, he actually feinted. This is why you kind of want to keep your roll up, because whenever you see a feint like that, it's best to just roll backwards here. And as you see there, instead of an overhead, he went for this kind of middle swing. And Enforcers can have all different types of weapons, so you'll just have to learn whatever weapon it gives you. And then that's literally its 3 normal attacks. Kick, overhead swing, and middle. And I'll just, whenever he feints, try to go for the roll. Sometimes you won't have the timing for it. And then sometimes you'll see, weirdly, Enforcers have weird hyper armor. Sometimes they don't get it, sometimes they do, and they'll be able to move backwards and forward even through your hits. Sometimes you'll get posture breaks. Don't go for damage if you don't want to. Just take it slow with Enforcer. Again, with any humanoid NPC, I'd recommend kind of taking it slower. Monsters you can kind of be a little more rushed with, but humanoids, generally, you want to take it a little slow just because they usually deal a lot of damage. Which is weird. You'd think the giant fuck-off monster would do more, but no. And I think, honestly, humanoid NPCs in this game do more. But yeah, as you see, he does the back and forth thing. It's just very weird. You just gotta get kind of cracked and still be able to parry. I don't know why he does it. Sometimes you'll get hit, and that's just fine. These things can also be enchanted, by the way. Not their weapon enchant, but them themselves. Very annoying because it makes their fucking hits very hard to read, dude. And feel free to roll sometimes, man. Sometimes it gets you out of a tough spot if you don't know what to do next. But yeah, he's so weird. And now we get to the spinning attack. Spinning attack, no matter what, I would recommend just running away. Because, obviously, same reason as before, dual guns has a crit to be out of range and hit him. As well as it's more worth to kind of run away than get a damage in. And I honestly haven't seen many people even try to parry during the swing, so I don't know if you can. But I'd recommend just running away, because when you're far away from an enforcer... Oh, I beat him here. But when you're far away from an enforcer, what they will do is they will actually do a pull attack, which will pull them towards you. All you have to do with this pull attack is either parry their attack that they go right afterwards, or you can use your critical for most weapons, and that will go through their attack, hitting them. And I'm not sure if it breaks their attack, but it's a lot worth, because your critical obviously does a lot of damage. So that's how I'd recommend with Enforcer. Once again, a lot of these things is just tips. I can't explain to you step by step how to beat this, but I can give you my best advice. Since we hit 40 Fortitude here, I should... Oh no, I keep leveling Fortitude. I am silly. There's Exoskeleton, that's what you're going for with 40. I might have accidentally put 1 point in Fortitude. I might switch off now. Either that or I was just leveling Fortitude to like 50 for some reason. Genuinely don't know here. Uproar is alright. Not the best, but I thought, fuck it, might as well go with some of these runs. Try it out. I don't think it made much difference, to be honest. No, I keep going Fortitude. I think I'm silly here. I think it would have been better to go for light weapon. I think once I get Exoskeleton, Fortitude isn't too much worth. But I'll wait, no, I think I max out Fortitude first and then go back to light weapon. Okay, I see what I was cooking with here. I should probably explain Sand Knight instead of being confused. That would probably be smart, you know? But, go back, please, thank you. Alright, so with Sand Knight can be difficult, or it cannot. It's very weird, Sand Knight. I feel like I'm cracked sometimes, and then sometimes I just get absolutely obliterated by. He has a few different attacks. He's basically like a more advanced Sharko. I would really recommend going for the hits here, because it's pretty easy to react to his hits because he is a monster, so his hits are a lot slower compared to humanoids. So, he has a few attacks. First one here is the swing. The swing is not what will fuck you up, but it's the start of what will fuck you up. He can either go for a swing by itself, a double swing, a swing into kick, or a swing into pillar. That is a lot of options. So, you need to be ready once you parry this first swing to then see if he's about to swing his sword back and you have to parry again, or if he's about to try to kick you, if he's about to try to stand there, or if he's about to try to summon a pillar on you. Either way, after swings, if it's not a double swing, I would not recommend trying to hit. If it's just a one swing, probably wait until his next attack combo. And then, so whenever he goes for pillar, so he slams his fist down, all you do, roll backwards. And you should get out of it, sometimes you won't. That's just Deepwoken being Deepwoken. Then, as you see there, I was not watching for it, but he does a kick, which just like Sharko kick, can be very risky, because he kicks you away, and then he can combo, or go for this. This is a sword swing, which when hit can do some damage. Its hitbox is very funky though. It doesn't hit a lot of times, and weirdly it is very easy to parry. There I actually just straight up block it. So yeah, that attack isn't too worrisome, but that kick, and if that sword hits, is gonna be a crazy combo for him. But yeah, as you saw there, since that was just a one swing, I wanted to wait until next attack pattern. I should have waited there, but luckily I'm cracked. I missed the second one there, but I'm still good to. Roll out of the way again. And just like that, Sand Golem's pretty easy. You just gotta keep doing it. Kick hits me again, but this time it was a soft roll. Please remove soft rolls from the game. I don't know why they exist. It just happens sometimes when you're like off, but barely off. So it'll only like bounce you off the ground a few times. I don't get why they exist. I don't get it. Either tell me I failed or tell me I passed, man. Don't tell me I'm fucking, oh, you're almost there. And just like that, Golem's done. I believe Sand Golem also has resistance to slashing attacks, so dual guns is probably easier for this, but Sand Golem can be easy once you get the attack timings down. It's just going to take practice, as with a lot of this. But after you beat Sand Golem, the good news is you're pretty much done with Trial. Trial after that gets very easy. I put my points in the light weapon now. I guess it's because basically next what's up is you're going to get a parry trial like the one in the beginning. It's a little bit faster, but once again very easy to win. So we'll get through that, and then I will explain the last part. Here I go ahead, burn a dual gun or a one-handed gun talent because I don't need them. I don't get why they're in dual gun. When you're using dual guns, you can get one-handed guns, but I'm not a game designer, man. I guess I'm just wrong. I'm just keeping Deepwoken dev shit, man. But please, remove them from my fucking hands. I'm sick of them. Let's put all your points in, though. Next, we're gonna get to a pretty much free stage. I get more points here? Damn. Not remember after Sand Golem get that much, but I'd recommend putting honestly a lot into weapons here, even if you haven't put them in before, because it can very much help you for what comes after this parry check. There's parry. Honestly, just spam parry on this one. Don't wait for waves. You can just spam parry, and as you see there, you get past it. But I'm going to keep putting into weapon, because what comes next is Sharko, a upgraded Sharko, plus parry check at the same time. Which I will explain what to do once we get to it. We're in the one-handed gun talents again, because I feel like half this video has been me raging about one-handed gun talents being in my hand, and you know what? It's deserved. Get them out. This is a full-on, like, this is why I stop at 49, man. There's so many one-handed gun talents. Or the allows you to fire your offhand gun. I don't need that. I can do that anyway. But once again, I'm gonna get light weapon up to 75, and then I'll do fortitude. And so I don't have the thing accessed here, but damn, you get some points, man. But yeah, getting light weapon as high as possible is nice for this last one, because what you can do is just kind of attack the Sharko. Now, I'm kind of silly with this. Just try to roll kicks, but mostly you're going to want to worry about the Sharko. As you'll see, I'm very shaky here because I'm still not used to this one. This is my first time beating the trial fully, so I'm still like not used to it. Because there isn't much training for parry training plus Sharko at the same time. But even as you see there, even though I did horrible there, my best advice, because it's what I've heard but haven't implemented yet, just worry about kicks. Try to parry the Sharko swipes when you can. You don't have to worry too much about the things firing down at you, just worry about the Sharko. And then you're kind of able to just kill the Sharko. As long as you keep attacking it and trying to parry its hits, as long as you have some weapon, and I think you don't need a weapon, but it does make it easier, you should be able to kill the Sharko before you die. Still not an expert on Sharko stuff, so probably experiment with that as you will. But yeah, that's how I beat Trial of 1 for the first time. I think that's all I got for you. If you stuck to the end here, 40-minute video, which is crazy, please go ahead and like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next video.